Welcome back to Beloit, Kansas. Dale Leach, Dale Henderson, myself, Scott Osherman, as we get ready for boys action. 3 minutes left before the start of the boys game. And Minneapolis in their traveling blue, Beloit in their, of course, their home white. And Beloit coming off of a loss to Sacred Heart the other night. Minneapolis, of course, coming off of a loss as well. Both teams going to be wanting to rebound. Was the Beloit loss at home, or was it
at Sacred Heart?
Oh, that was at Sacred Heart.
So,
but Sacred Heart beat them up here, so.
Yeah, Sacred Heart swept the series with them this year.
Yeah.
And in talking to some of the locals up here, the defeat at Sacred Heart was rather embarrassing because they were down 18-2 very early in that game.
22-2 is what I read.
And had to scratch and claw to even remotely get themselves back in the game, which they kind of did, but Sacred Heart then put it away late in the game.
well, they are warming up out here, and they're lighting up threes left and right, and been making quite a few of them. It'll be a challenge tonight. We played them really well, well.
For 3 quarters.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So,
And back on the 16th, we lost to them by a score of 62-47.
And if I remember right, it was either a 3 or a 4-point ball game going into the fourth quarter. And to put it bluntly, we ran out of gas that fourth quarter, chasing those 3-point shooters because they will run a motion offense. And if you do not stay with those kids on the outside, they will be draining threes.
yeah. Yeah, they will. They will. And they do like to run.
Yeah, they get the ball down the floor at a very quick clip.
Beloit is 16-2 overall, 9-2 in the league. Minneapolis is 12-5, 6-4 in the league. Beloit's now number 2 in the league and number 2 in Sub-State.
Oh, Beloit is.
Yeah.
So who's number 1 in Sub-State?
Scott City.
So they beat Holton the other night, or was that who they? So.
It wasn't Holton. It was Holcomb.
Holcomb. Yeah.
They're
Sorry.
17-1. Beloit and Norton are both 16-2. It's the 177th game overall in the series. Beloit leads it by a bunch, 102-74, 59-25 here in Beloit. They've won the last 7 games in a row now over our Lions.
For Minneapolis, a senior, Josh Macy. For the Beloit Trojans. Number 2, a 6'1" junior, Colson Riemann. For Minneapolis, a junior, number 4, Gavin Rothenberger. For the Beloit Trojans, a junior, number 3, a 5'11" junior, Bailey Vetter. For Minneapolis, getting to start tonight, senior David Johns. For Beloit, a 6'2" sophomore, Hunter Budke. For Minneapolis, number 24, a senior, Gage Mortimer. For Beloit, number 21, 6'3" senior, R.J. Jackson. He's a load to deal with. And for Minneapolis, number 33, a senior, John Kelly. For Beloit, another junior, 5'11" junior, Colson Reeves. So basically a fairly young team as well for Beloit as far as your starting lineups. This national anthem. Welcome back to Beloit, Kansas, as we get ready for tonight's ball game. Beloit and the Minneapolis Lions getting ready to do battle. So. Minneapolis, as I said earlier, in their traveling blue, Beloit in their home white as we get ready to go here for action tonight. In to jump, Gavin Rothenberger and R.J. Jackson will jump. Tip is up, and Beloit wins the tip. They kick it out quickly here on the outside. Gets it backward here to Vetter for three. Shot is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Macy. Macy will have the ball for the Lions on the right-hand side. Kicks it back out to Kelly. Backward here to Mortimer. Mortimer swing pass back to David Johns. David backward to Macy on the left-hand side. Back to Kelly. Kelly takes his man inside and gets five. Gets it blocked, I guess.
That hit the
back
rim
the other
or
direction.
the backboard.
Vetter kicks it back out to Reams, no good, and it's off the mark, back the other direction. Macy will set it up.
Well, we've dodged the first two salvos.
Johns takes the three, and it's off the mark, so nobody has gotten anything. So Reams quickly drives in, can't get it, rebounded by Macy. So Macy back the other direction. Into Mortimer in the paint. Nice job by Josh Macy. Great job by Mortimer to trail on the left-hand side, and Beloit turns it over. Wow, that's a
uncontested throw-in.
Thank you very much. Yeah, very nice job of Josh and Gage running the floor that time, and that's something we've seen from those two for a long time.
David Johns here, back to Rothenberger's shot is up and no good, but Mortimer with the putback. Great job by Gage with a great position to get the rebound and puts it back in. Gage Mortimer 4, Beloit 0. Vetter with the basketball. Kicks it back out to Reams. Reams gets it top to Riemann. Back to Vetter. Vetter quickly drives, kicks it back out to Reams. Here on the left-hand side, back to Vetter. Into R.J. Jackson in the paint. Can't get the fall. Back, rebounded by Kelly, back to Macy. Macy up to Mortimer, Rothenberger, and he can't get the fall. And wow, we're running the floor quickly. Back and forth it goes. Reams back to Vetter. Vetter's going to travel with it, or step out of bounds, I guess it is. As he stuck that back foot out, they turn the ball over. They get it into Macy. Vetter on Macy. Back to Rothenberger, back here to David Johns. David back over here to Macy. Macy will take the three. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Colson Reams.
Both teams are pretty cool from the outside at the moment.
Yeah, it is.
We'll hope that one team stays that way.
Riemann down low in the paint. Shot is no good, and it's up by Hunter Budke, and he misses the shot. He'll be fouled though. John Kelly whistled with the foul. Shot is up, and it is front rim by Budke. Checking in for Minneapolis, Brandon Wolf. Brandon, you're in our thoughts and prayers as he checks in, and also checking in is Jace McKinney. Second shot is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Rothenberger. Back to Macy. Back to Rothenberger, back to Brandon Wolf. They trap quickly. Mortimer takes the three. Up and good. Wow.
That might be a first for me. I don't know that I've seen that.
Gage Mortimer, 7 points for the Lions. As
Mortimer 7, Beloit 0.
Yeah, exactly. Colson Riemann with the ball. They get it down to R.J. Jackson. Gets it back to Riemann. Shot is up, and it's front rim. No good. Rebounded by Brandon Wolf. Wolf back up to Macy. Macy gets it across. Kicks it back. Back over here to Brandon Wolf. Back to Macy. Macy over to Mortimer. Up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Riemann. Mortimer finally missed, huh? And there's going to be a, Brandon Wolf whistled with the foul. Thought there might have been a little push out there. Brandon's first personal.
Coach Hutchins was looking for something different than what was called, I think.
To get into R.J. Jackson, backward here to Vetter. Vetter back to Reams, and he puts the three up, no good. And it's going to be off of Minneapolis Beloit basketball.
The Beloit fans just have to be in shock after what happened to them the other night to start out so slowly here on not hitting.
Ball in the hands of Riemann. Riemann back to Reams. Down low to Budke, back out to Jackson. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Brandon Wolf. Brandon, he's going to be tied up, yeah.
He tripped, fell to the floor. Easy pickings.
Checking in for Beloit is number 11, Luke Hesting, as well as number 13, Brady Budke. Oh, gosh. Gee. I saw that from up here, man. Oh.
Backcourt.
Backcourt violation. We turned the ball
those
over.
of you who aren't
Sorry.
watching this live.
I apologize for that, folks. We had a backcourt violation right there. Turnover gives it back to Beloit. Beloit will have the basketball. 7-0, Minneapolis with the lead. Veteran with the ball on the outside. Gets it down low. Back to Vetter for three. It's up and it's no good. And rebounded by Minneapolis. And the foul is going to be on Brady Budke.
David Johns with the rebound. Did a really nice job of boxing out and going and getting that rebound.
Get it into Brandon Wolf. Brandon back to Nichols. Nichols back to Kelly, back to Nichols. Nichols gets it across the timeline. And Nichols gets a little bit of trapper there. Nice pass down low from Kelly to Rothenberger, and he gets the bucket in the paint. 9-0 Minneapolis. Nice job by the Lions as they come out with an early lead. 3:59 left to go here in the first. Minneapolis with a nice start.
Is that a full or part? 30 seconds.
30-second timeout. Yeah, really nice start by the Lions. Right now, Beloit, just to me, seems like they're in a daze. You know, they're not playing with, to me, the usual fire that I remember seeing them play with. And
right now, they can't hit the broadside
right
of the
now,
ball.
they're hitting absolutely nothing, and that's good for us. We're off to a really a good start here. I think, you know, coaches right now is doing a really nice job of getting kids in and out to try to keep us fresh, because to me, like I said, that was the difference in the last ball game. You know, the pace of the game just got us really wore out, but keeping people in and out, and you know, game is going really well for the Lions right now.
Vetter gets the ball down low. Shot is up, and it's good by number 10, Hunter Budke, as Beloit gets their first points of the night. Brandon Wolf with the basketball. Back to Nichols. Nichols back to Wolf, crosses the timeline. Brandon gets it up to Rothenberger. Great pass by Wolf to Rothenberger, and he finishes it 11-2. Great pass, great finish. And a near steal right there. And there should be travel. He can't get up with that. And there's going to be a tie-up. Nice job. Didn't officially get up, but he got up off of the ground.
Possession arrow to Beloit.
Get on his knees.
Yeah, I don't know that if he ever really truly got up, because if he had, that would have been traveling, but because I think he kind of
stayed. His feet were moving.
But as long as he didn't try to get up, there we go. We'll take that one.
Yep. Budke passes it down low into the hands of Hesting, and the ball on the out of bounds. Macy will come in for Brandon Wolf. Macy with the basketball. Back to Kelly, back to Macy. Rothenberger back to David Johns. David crosses the timeline. They trap him. Gets it down low to Rothenberger, to Nichols. Nichols' shot is up and can't get it. Rothenberger gets clubbed point blank, and it comes back the other direction after the miss. Reams with the three-pointer from the outside as they hit a three-pointer. 11-5. Nichols with the basketball. Crosses court to Macy. Macy back to Nichols. Back to David Johns for looks at the shot. Gets it down low to Kelly. Can't get it. Rebounded by Budke. So we missed a couple opportunities in the last drive in this one. Goes down low to Budke. Budke back out to Vetter. Vetter down low to Budke. Budke in the paint. Shot is up and it's good. As he gets them back to within 4. 11-7. 2:11 left to go. Gets it across to David Johns. David back to Macy. So they trap Macy up high. Gets it back over to Lane Nichols. Nichols gets it into Kelly. Kelly back to Rothenberger. Back to Macy.
Travel. Starts the drive to the lane.
Turnover will go back as Mortimer checks in for Rothenberger, and also checking back in for Beloit is R.J. Jackson, as well as number 51, Alex Cooper.
Well, tomorrow Beloit's starting to get their feet underneath of them, and got a couple buckets inside that kind of loosen things up, and then they've hit the 1-3. So.
And three-point shot right there is off the mark, rebounded by Mortimer. Three-point shot was taken by Hesting. It goes back to Minneapolis. Macy back up to David Johns. He'll take the three up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Kelly. Kelly up, and it's gets fouled. Couldn't get it to fall. Nice job by Kelly down low, but he'll go to the line to shoot two. He was hit by, I believe, Alex Cooper. Shot is up, and it's no good. Back of the rim. So we have cooled down. Checking in for Beloit is Daniel Herndon. For Beloit. 11-7, 1:28 left to go here in the first. Second shot coming by Kelly. Shot is up, and it is good as he makes 1 of 2. Ball goes into Vetter. Vetter will bring it down for Beloit. High screen set. Vetter will drive in. Takes a shot in the lane. R.J. Jackson with the rebound. He can't get it, and rebounded by Beloit. Three-point shot is up, and it's good by Hesting, and they left Hesting alone. He missed an open three earlier, but that time he makes his pay. Nichols back to Macy. Macy across the timeline to Kelly. Kelly back to Macy. 12-10, Minneapolis with the lead. Just under a minute left to go here in the first quarter. Nichols on the outside. No.
Tried to do some shake and bake there for a dribble.
Turns the ball over. It will go back to Beloit.
They can tie it or take the lead here. 46 seconds remaining, quarter.
Vetter will bring it down and set it up for Beloit. Vetter's picked up by Mortimer. They get it down low to Budke. Oh, yes, nice job by Macy. Macy stood tall there, and Hunter Budke just levels them. And it'll be a foul on him, just his first.
Third team foul.
And checking in is Brandon Wolf for Lane Nichols. Macy with the basketball. Back to Kelly, back to Macy. Back to Wolf, crosses the timeline. Back to Macy with 26 seconds left. 12-10, Minneapolis with the lead and the basketball. Brandon Wolf. Back to Macy. 17 seconds. Back to Wolf. Back to Macy. Macy back to Brandon Wolf, an open three. It's up and it's good. Nice job, Brandon Wolf. Hits a big three right there. 3 seconds left, and Hesting will take the shot. It's going to be off the mark. Rebound by Kelly. Nice job by Minneapolis. Great shot by Brandon Wolf. Great penetration by Macy to kick it out. Brandon was right there. Stepped into the shot, Coach.
Yep, very nice drive by Josh to set that up, and Brandon finished it off with a really nice three to end the quarter.
15 to 10 the score. We'll be right back.
Stop into Jean's IGA and experience shopping with a promise of neighborly service from people you know and trust. Jean's IGA, your hometown grocery store supporting your hometown Lions.
For over 100 years, Robertson Monuments has created everlasting memories for families to share the lives of their loved ones with future generations. Supporting the Lions all the way, Robertson Monuments.
Tonight's game brought to you by City Pharmacy in Minneapolis, now delivering to our neighboring communities. Call us to find out when we can come to you. City Pharmacy for your family. Go Lions!
Welcome back to Beloit, Kansas. At the end of one, Minneapolis has a 5-point lead, 15 to 10. Great finish there for the Lions in that quarter. They had a little bit of lag there as Beloit clawed their way back in. But
great
nice
start,
finish.
Great finish. Just a little blip there in the middle where we let them come back from that 7-0 deficit.
Macy hands the ball out to Brandon Wolf. Wolf back out to Mortimer. Mortimer into Kelly. Kelly in the paint. Shot is off the line. Oh! Bounces off the back of the rim, the front rim, and falls in. 17 to 10.
Got that 7-point lead back.
Ball down low to Jackson. Shot is up and good as he gets his, I believe, his first points of the night. Macy back to Wolf. Gets it back to Rothenberger. Crosses the timeline. Gets it to Kelly. Back to Macy. Back to Wolf. Back to Kelly. Shot is up and good. Nice job by Brandon Wolf. Great shot by Kelly to finish it. 19 to 12.
Again, really nice penetration by Brandon and drew the defenders to him, and John was wide open.
Rebounded by Mortimer. Back to Macy. Macy shot is off the glass and good. 21 to 12. 21 to 12. Nice job, Lions. Vetter on the outside.
Our biggest lead.
So Reams back to Riemann. 3-point shot is up and it's good by Colson Reams. I always get Colson Reams and Colson Riemann. It's too close together.
Too close together.
Minneapolis with the basketball. 21-15. Macy looks at a three, backs it off, gets it to Mortimer, down low to Rothenberger, back to Macy. Open three, shot is up and it's good. Nice job, Josh Macy, as he gets the bucket to fall. Back to a 9-point ball game. Reams back down to Riemann. Riemann back to Reams. He'll drive, kicks it down low, and stolen away by Kelly. And back to Macy. Macy crosses the timeline. Back to Brandon Wolf. Back to Mortimer. Back to Macy. Macy gets his person up in the air, and he'll get fouled. Nice job by Macy to drive in. 5:54 left to go in the second quarter, 24 to 15. Didn't see who the foul was on though.
51, Alex Cooper.
That's his second personal foul. Shot is up and it's in and out by Macy. David John's going to check in for Mortimer. And also checking in for Beloit is number 13, Budke for Jackson. Shot is up, and it's good. He makes it. Would have been a shot violation had he not made that. So, but he did make it. It's a 10-point ball game. Ball goes back out to Vetter. Yeah, there's the foul there.
Got Josh up in the air.
Beloit will have the ball on the baseline.
Was not shooting, so 13 foul on the Lions, 4 on the Trojans.
First on Macy. Reams gets it in to the top to Riemann. Riemann, Minneapolis in a man. Back to Vetter. Vetter on the outside. It goes to Riemann, back to Vetter. As they get out here to Budke. Budke, shot is up, no good, and he gets his own rebound and gets it to fall. Hunter Budke with the bucket is Gets across to David Johns. David Johns back to Brandon Wolf. Brandon Wolf back to Macy. Macy backs it away. Gets it to Brandon Wolf. Back to David Johns. Gets it into Kelly, and it's tipped away. Back to Vetter. And he will get fouled by Rothenberger, I believe. And it will be at the line, Vetter to shoot 2, first on Rothenberger. Shot is up and back run no good. 25-17, 8-point lead for the Lions. 4:53 left to go. Macy and Brandon Wolf check out, as checking in will be Mortimer and Nichols. Second one is up and misses them both, and Kelly comes up with the rebound. And Nichols back to Kelly, back to Mortimer. Mortimer back over here to David Johns. Gets it down low to Rothenberger, back to Nichols. A lot of oohing and ahhing in the arena here tonight, Dale.
I guess the Beloit faithful are wanting a traveling call, but I think all they're going to see is a layup by Rothenberger.
Nice job by Rothenberger. Great pass down low as Rothenberger finishes it.
Yeah, great patience by the Lions that time to just keep moving until we got the easy one.
And Vetter just slides through the defense. Gets it to David Johns from Minneapolis, and he's going to turn the ball over. So David turns the ball over. Vetter drives all the way in, and he's going to get the bucket and the foul. And they're going to count it. So Vetter with 2 shots in the lane. Vetter starting to come alive a little bit. Just first personal foul for.
Yeah, a couple turnovers there that kind of has got them reignited again. So we got to get back to handling the basketball.
And the free throw is up and good. And checking in for Beloit is Jackson as well as Hesting.
The lead's cut in half now to 5, 27-22.
Macy. Back to Johns. Back to Mortimer. Mortimer shot is off the glass and good. Nice job by Gage Mortimer. Has got some good confidence going with good shooting tonight. And it's stolen away by Mortimer. Mortimer has it up and good. Nice job by Gage Mortimer as he runs the floor nicely there after the steal.
One-man wrecking crew there.
And he puts it in. Hesting with the basketball. Back to Reams. Reams here on the outside. Gets it back to Hesting. Hesting back to Jackson. Jackson gets it down low to Budke. Budke back to Jackson for 3. Up and it's good. 6'3", and he can shoot from the outside as well. Beloit gets it back to within 6. David Johns the other direction for 3. It's off the mark. Kelly with the rebound, but pulled back down by Reams. Reams back the other direction. Oh, you're kidding me. Man. Reams gets the bucket, and they call the foul, and they count it. He'll go to the line for the N1. David Johns is going to check out as Brandon Wolf checks in. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Kelly. And Minneapolis is going to call a timeout. So 31-27. Minneapolis with the lead and the ball. We've got 2:52 left to go here in the half. We'll take a break.
It's 30 seconds.
Oh, it's 30 seconds. We'll go ahead and keep it here. 31-27. Pretty good good start of the basketball game here.
Yep. Very, very, good start. I like we've had a really good blend of aggressiveness versus patience. When we've had the opportunity, we've ran and scored. And we've also taken very good care of the ball at times and been very patient and got really good looks. You know, Beloit's been kind of hot and cold. They've made a couple of good runs at us, but then they've had some idle spots in between. So put that all together, and we've got a really tightly contested ball game.
And Gavin Rothenberger to inbounds the ball. Beloit has a press. They've pressed us all night long. Macy back to Brandon Wolf. Brandon crosses the timeline. Back to Mortimer. Mortimer back to Macy. Macy. Shot is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Cooper for Beloit. Cooper gets it back to Vetter. Vetter brings it down. Hesting on the outside. They look down low to Jackson. Jackson back to Hesting for three. It's up and good. So, and they're within one, 31-30.
10-point lead has disappeared.
Brandon Wolf picks up his dribble, gets it to Macy. Macy swing pass backward to Brandon Wolf. Brandon back to Rothenberger. Shot is up, no good. And all over the back was Kelly. They didn't call it. Back the other direction after the rebound by Beloit. Beloit has a chance to take the lead here. Reams.
Come on, walk it.
Oh. Call a tie up there. The
Possession
Beloit
error to
basketball.
the Trojans.
From my perspective, I think we had a travel before we had a tie-up.
Definitely. Definitely.
That's what Coach Hutchins is talking about as well. Reams to inbounds the basketball, gets it into Hesting. Hesting with the basketball, picked up by Brandon Wolf. Back to Jackson. He'll take another three, and it's good. They have hit a bunch of threes this quarter, and Beloit takes the lead, 33-31. Macy up in the reverse, no good, and it's picked up by Jackson. And they come back the other direction. Beloit lightening up from three-point range, has a 2-point lead. Vetter on the outside, takes the shot up, and it's no good, and there should be an over-the-back call by Jackson as he goes over the back of Kelly. Good box out by John Kelly. Beloit will sub a few more in, and boy, do they like to run the ball. Up and down.
Well,
quick.
that's what you know, early in the game, they were lacking that fire, and now they're pushing the ball again, and you know, they're looking like the Beloit team that you probably hope that we would not see, because they're starting to get back and hitting on all cylinders.
Macy brings it across the timeline, back to Brandon Wolf. Brandon backward here to Macy. Macy back to Wolf. Back to Kelly down low. Kelly in the paint, and man,
Tried to put it up through from the bottom. Didn't quite work.
you know, had a lot of contact there.
But
Better.
John was a little deep that time.
Budke with the shot up, and it's good. 4-point lead for Beloit. 41 seconds left. As
Well, they are definitely evening out their shooting percentage, because for all those they missed early, they are making them all now.
Brandon Wolf with the basketball, gets it back to Rothenberger, back to Macy. Macy back to Mortimer. 25 seconds left. Back to Wolf. Back to Kelly. Kelly back to Wolf. 18 seconds left. Macy back to Wolf. He'll take the three. It's up and it's no good, but Mortimer gets the rebound. Down low to Kelly. Back to Wolf. Macy for three. And he's fouled. Nice job by Josh Macy. He'll go to the line to take three as Colson Riemann fouled him on the three-point shot. So a chance to cut it back to within one here. Macy to shoot three. First shot is up and good. 4 seconds left to go here in the half. Second shot is up, and he makes that one. 35-33. He was fouled on a three-point shot. Nichols checks in for Rothenberger. I'll have another one coming here for Macy. Shot is up, and he makes it. Nice job by Josh Macy, and they will get it across to Vetter. Vetter And Reams for 3. Oh, man. Wow.
Did they start that clock on time?
I'm going out on a limb and say that clock was held a long time.
Well, they threw it in. Vetter did not touch it till half court, but I think you're right. They let the ball go all the way in. So 38-34, Beloit outscores us 28 to, yeah. 28 to, I'll tell you here in a second.
19.
28 to 19, so.
And Reams had that last one?
Yes.
Well, we'll be back.
Welcome back to Beloit, Kansas, as the Minneapolis Lions trail at the half, 38-34. We had it back to within 1 with 4 seconds left, and they get a quick 3-point shot by Reams to take it back to a 4-point lead. 38-34 at the half.
Very tightly contested ball game. After we got off to that really good start, Beloit kind of slowly got themselves back into it. We got it back up to a 10-point lead there in the second quarter.
10.
And then they've gradually got themselves back into it. And like I said, that late 3-pointer, has given them a 4-point lead at halftime. But really a very well played game, I think, by our guys. Really big performance so far by Gage Mortimer. It's kind of ignited us offensively. And I think they've got, in my opinion, a couple of surprise threes. I don't think that Mr. Jackson normally steps outside the arc.
Yeah.
He's predominantly a post player, so I think those are some gift points for him. But
that's 6 points, though.
So that's 6 points, and that are a little bit unexpected, but that's again part of the ball game, and you have to defend everybody.
So scoring-wise for both squads.
Okay, at halftime, Gage Mortimer is leading the Lions with 11 points. Josh Macy has 9. Gavin Rothenberger with 6. John Kelly with 5. And Brandon Wolf with 3. Colson Reams is leading Beloit at halftime with 11. R.J. Jackson and Hunter Bucky each have 8. Luke Hesting with 2 threes has 6. And Bailey Vetter has 5. Free throws, the Lions were 5 of 7 for that half. Beloit was a very cool 1 for 6 from the free throw line.
Which kind of surprised me.
That's very surprising. I think they're probably surprised by that as well. The Lions lead the rebounding effort at halftime, 19-14. John Kelly has had a really big half there, pulling down 7. R.J. Jackson leads Beloit with 5. Turnovers are dead even at 6 apiece. So, again, very, very tight ball game at halftime, and, as they say, it's anybody's ball game.
Yeah, it is. We're going to have to continue to play at the same intensity and not give up a quarter like we did the first time we played.
Yeah, but like I said, I think, like I said, we played them really tight, for those 3 quarters, and I just felt like we got tired in that fourth quarter from having to play at that point in time. Very few players. We just had to have people on the floor. Tonight, I think Coach Hudson has done a really nice job of getting people in, getting people out, keeping us as rested as possible, because we know it's going to happen, because Beloit goes really deep as well. And, they are going to continue to push the ball. So we will have to continue to be aggressive offensively. Like I said, in the first half, I thought we had a nice blend of pushing the ball when the opportunity was there, and being very patient with it when we did not, and really moved the ball around and got some good shots.
Well, we can hope that Beloit goes back into a funk again and misses a lot of shots like they did in the first quarter.
Yeah, they were.
Or not,
yeah, I'm sure their shooting percentage got up to about normal, but it was done in a very uncharacteristic way, because they were over for quite a while, and then they hit that one spell where I think they hit everything. So, like I said, I'm sure their shooting percentage has kind of balanced back out again.
Coming into the night, looking at Substate just down the way here. On the boys' side, Scott Community, number one seed right now with a 17-1 record. They're number one in the state. Beloit and Norton are tied at 16-2. Minneapolis at 12-5. Closest behind them is Ellsworth at 9-9. If this continues these next three games the way it is now, we'll probably open with Ellsworth at home. If we'd win that, we'd probably, if I'm not mistaken, be for number 4 seed playing number 1 seed. Is that the way that goes?
Yep.
That's the way she rolls.
So we would have Scott Community in the semifinals, matching Coach Hutchins against his hometown team and his brother.
Yeah, his brother, his younger brother is a senior on that squad. So.
Well, let's take care of this one first, and then we'll worry about Substate next week.
Yeah.
This will be, for the guys to come back and get this one would really be a big win for us.
Brandon Wolf gets the start in the second half, and he crosses the timeline, picked up tight by Vetter. Picks up his dribble, gets it back to Kelly. Kelly back to Rothenberger, back to Wolf. Wolf drives in, gets it to Mortimer, back to Macy. Macy kicks it back out to Wolf, down low to Rothenberger, back to Macy. Macy shot in the lane, up and good. Nice job. Nice ball movement by the Lions right there. Patience as they cut it to within 2. Reams down low to Budke. Shot no good, and that's going to be over the back. Yeah, R.J. Jackson wanted a tie-up, but there's no way that's a tie-up.
That was not going to happen tonight.
They get it to Macy on the inbounds. Macy back to Kelly, back to Wolf. And Wolf crosses the timeline, gets it to Macy. Macy in the paint, shot is off the glass and good. Nice job by Josh Macy as he scores 4 quick points here to start the second half, ties it up at 38. Jackson back to Reams in. Oh, great front by Kelly. Oh, it is off of Beloit. Nice job by Kelly. And they said R.J. Jackson tips it. Woo.
We'll take that.
I'll take it, yeah. It's not what I saw, but hey, that's okay. Macy back to Rothenberger, back to Macy, back to Wolf. Wolf across the timeline, gets to Kelly. Kelly in the shot is at the free throw line, up and good. Nice job, John Kelly, as Minneapolis starts out with 6 quick points to regain the lead. Beloit with the basketball. They kick it back on the outside, gets it back to Reams, back to Vetter for 3. It's up and it's no good. Rebound by Kelly. Kelly.
No foul.
And there's a foul the other direction by Kelly. Kelly got clubbed and no call, and that's
lost the ball in the process.
Yeah. More of a frustration there. Glad he didn't prevent him from making the bucket. Jackson will have to earn it from the free throw line to shoot 2 here. Shot is up and good. Makes the first one. 39-40. Minneapolis with a 1-point lead. Jackson has another one coming.
Was that John's second foul?
Yes, it was. And he makes them both. So Rothenberger back to Wolf, back to Rothenberger, back to Macy. Macy crosses the timeline. Back to Brandon Wolf. Back to Macy. Macy kicks it back out to Wolf in the corner for 3. Up and it's good. Nice job, Brandon Wolf. Great shot in the corner. Macy's done that a couple times. Gotten the defense to follow him. Penetrates nicely. Reams back out here to Reams. Remus to Reams. Reams back to Vetter. Vetter with the basketball. Shot in the lane, no good. Gets his own rebound.
Stepped out of bounds.
Except no call. I don't even think he was watching the out of bounds. Reams, Vetter with the basketball. Gets it to Remus. Remus back to Vetter. 5:39, 43-40. Minneapolis with the lead. Vetter on the outside. He'll drive. Cuts down low to Budke. Oh, blocked by Rothenberger, but it's tipped out of bounds. Be Beloit basketball.
Great work against Budke in there. But
Nice ups by Rothenberger, you're right. Jackson gets the inbounds. Gets it to Budke. Budke back to Reams. And that's going to be tipped out of bounds. Minneapolis basketball.
Off of Jackson.
Tell you one thing that Colson Reams is. We talked about one of the Beloit players in the girls' game. How quick of a jab step.
Yep.
He's very quick with that jab step. Macy with the ball crosses the timeline. Gets it. Mortimer back down low to Rothenberger. Rothenberger swing pass backward to Wolf for three. It's up and it's no good. And Beloit comes away with the rebound. Bodies flying all over down low. Back to Budke. Ooh, oh, man. Reams back to Vetter. Now I'm moving on. Back to Remus. Reams for three. Up no good. And Budke gets the rebound and he gets the foul. Gosh darn it. 3 rebounds that they get on that possession right there. And fouls on Wolf, I believe. Nichols and Johns will check in for Wolf and Rothenberger. Second foul on Brandon Wolf. Shot is up, and he gets the and one. So ties it up at 43. Budke and Hesting check in for Beloit. You get into Macy. Back to David Johns. Cross to Kelly. Kelly back to Johns. Back to Nichols. Nichols back to David Johns. They get it across down low to Ron Mortimer in the paint. Can't get it to fall. And Mortimer gets the steal. And he's going to get fouled. Nice job, Gage Mortimer. Great hustle by Gage as he battles hard down there. And he'll get fouled and gets the bucket to fall.
One-man wrecking crew again.
Brady Budke whistled with the foul. Free throws up, and it's good. Ball comes back the other direction in the hands of Vetter. Vetter, Minneapolis back to a 3-point lead. Vetter back to Hestling. If I pronounce it right. Hesting.
Hesting.
Vetter back to Hesting. Hesting drives back to Reams. Reams, drop down pass. Kicks it back out to Reams. Back down to Budke. Shot is in the paint. No good. And stolen away by Mortimer. Just comes in and rips it away from him. Macy up, and it's good. Nice job by Macy. Great job by Mortimer as he gets the steal and takes it away.
5-point lead again. 2-point lead again.
Vetter with a big three right there to answer for Beloit.
48-46 Minneapolis.
Kelly to Macy. Macy crosses the timeline to David Johns. David back to Macy. Macy back to Nichols. Tipped out of bounds off Vetter. Be Minneapolis basketball. Mortimer to inbounds for the Lions. They get into Macy. Macy with the left hand. Nice shot by Josh Macy. Uses that left hand to thread it in there and gets the bucket to fall. Ball in the hands of Reams, back to Hesting. Hesting back to Budke in the paint. Shot is down low. Nice pass down to his brother, I believe, Brady Budke. As they get, that's a nice give and go. Nichols crosses the timeline. Back to David Johns. Take that, David. Backs it away. Kelly back to Nichols. Nichols back to Macy. Macy to Mortimer, into Kelly, and has it stolen away. And back the other direction, it goes to Hesting. Hesting is going to pop that one, I can tell you that already. And Beloit Beloit comes away with the loose ball, and they're going to go out of bounds with it, though. Turns it over back to Minneapolis.
50-48, the Lion lead, 2:14 to go in the third.
McKinney comes in for Nichols. All well for Beloit, checks in. Number 22, Daniel Herndon, and Jackson for Beloit. Kelly back to Mortimer, back to David.
Oh, David.
Take that.
You've got to shoot that, bud.
Thank you. Macy back to David. Takes the shot up and good. Nice shot by David as he goes ahead and takes the step in and finishes it. Vetter back to Hesting. Hesting three-point shot is up and no good. Rebounded by David Johns. And he has his pocket picked by Vetter. Yep. I tell you, that Vetter kid is solid when it comes to defense, yeah.
And offense.
Yeah, there's not much he's not solid
Solid
at.
basketball player.
Mortimer in the paint, up and good, off the glass. Great job by David Johns to drive and dish. Mortimer finishes. Three-point shot and no good, and rebounded by McKinney. McKinney gets it back out to Macy. Herndon with the three, misses. McKinney gets a rebound. Gets it back out, down low to McKinney. Shot is up and good job. Jason McKinney with a hook. Gets the bucket to fall.
56-50 Minneapolis.
Man, nice job by Jace McKinney. Vetter with a deep three. It's up and no good. Rebounded by David Johns. Another big rebound by him. Gets it up to Macy, crosses the timeline. 6-point lead. Macy drives in the paint. Shot is up and it's good. Nice job, Josh Macy. Back the other direction goes Vetter. 40 seconds left. Back and forth. 8-point lead for the Lions. They get it down low. Cooper, yes indeed. And McKinney hits the floor hard as Cooper throws a shoulder into Jace McKinney.
Very dazed is McKinney right now.
Yeah. Third foul on Cooper. McKinney takes a big shot in the head. Not sure if that was the head or the face. I believe it's more of the forehead possibly. They get into Brandon Wolf. Back to Mortimer. Mortimer crosses the timeline. Picks up his dribble, gets it back to Wolf. 24 seconds left. Wolf on the outside. Back to Macy. Back to Reams. Guarded by Reams. Macy will drive in. Oh my goodness, no call. And they're going to dribble it out of bounds. It's going to be off of Beloit, but how in the world was that not a foul the other direction? Nichols will come in for Minneapolis for Brandon Wolf.
7.3 ticks left in the third quarter. 58-50 Minneapolis.
Reams to inbounds for Beloit.
Be nice to not get a score here.
Jackson's shot is up, and that didn't answer your question. We do get it inbounds, though. Nichols crosses the timeline. He's going to have the ball stolen away, and they get a shot off.
58-52 at the
We
end of
do
three.
outscore them in that quarter. Nice job by Minneapolis, but to outscore them in the third quarter. Minneapolis with the lead by 6. We'll be back with fourth quarter action.
Stop into Jeans IGA and experience shopping with a promise of neighborly service from people you know and trust. Jeans IGA, your hometown grocery store supporting your hometown Lions.
For over 100 years, Robertson Monuments has created everlasting memories for families to share the lives of their loved ones with future generations. Supporting the Lions all the way, Robertson Monuments.
Tonight's game brought to you by City Pharmacy in Minneapolis, now delivering to our neighboring communities. Call us to find out when we can come to you. City Pharmacy for your family. Go Lions!
Welcome back to Beloit, Kansas. Well, Dale, we outscored them there.
We outscored them 24-14 that quarter. Really nice offensive outburst. you know, we're at that point now where we'll see how much gas we got left in our tank, but right now I like the way our guys are playing.
Reams with the basketball for Beloit. On the floor for Minneapolis is Mortimer. Jackson, another three. Rothenberger comes down the rebound, but stolen away by Beloit, but he was out of bounds when he did so. So Macy, Rothenberger, Johns, Mortimer, and Kelly on the floor for the Lions. They get it into David Johns. David up to Mortimer. Mortimer crosses the timeline. Gets it back to Rothenberger, back to Macy. Macy pulls it back to set it up, gets it back to Kelly at the top of the key. Picked up by Budke. Back to Mortimer, back to David Johns. Did a little different look now. They've got Jackson on Mortimer.
Well, they've gone to a man this quarter. Before they were in zone, they've gone strictly straight man-to-man now.
Macy in the paint, shot is up, and it's good job. Count it, Josh Macy, as he gets the bucket and the foul. And he'll go to the line to shoot the and one.
Nice jump stop in the paint, waited for the defense to come to him, put it up.
Macy, shot is up, and it's good. Gets the and one, goes up by 9, Minneapolis with the lead.
Josh with 22 in the game right now.
Vetter with the basketball, they get it to Remus, down to low to Jackson. Jackson back to Remus. He'll take the shot up. No good. Rebounded by David Johns. Back to Macy. Back the other direction. Gets it up to Rothenberger. Back to David Johns. Yep, I agree with you. That's a good call by the official, as he left way before he had the ball. We turned the ball over.
Traveling on Johns.
Tough one right there. David's got a beautiful outside shot. He just needs to drain that. He had plenty of separation on it as well. And Beloit has the ball. Reams, the shot is up. It's just a two-pointer, but it's good. Macy up to Mortimer. Mortimer back to Macy. Set this one up. 61-54. Rothenberger back to Macy. Back to Rothenberger. David Johns on the outside to get it down low to Macy, and it's kicked out of bounds off of Jackson. Oh, you got to be kidding me. There's no way. There's absolutely no way that cannot be against. Oh, no way.
Off of Macy, they say.
I don't know how in the world that. Anyway, turnover.
Beloit down by 7.
Vetter gets it to Jackson. Jackson back to Reams for 3. Front rims it. Rebounded by Macy. Macy back to Mortimer. Rothenberger. Rothenberger back to Macy. As Macy in his hip pocket is Reams. Back to Mortimer. Back to Kelly. Kelly back to David Johns. Down low to Rothenberger. Great pass by David. Great finish by Rothenberger.
Yeah, that was all set up by a great pass by David. Great penetration and dish.
Vetter with the basketball. 63-54. Reams for 3. Up. No good. And rebounded by Mortimer. Back out to Macy. Macy back the other direction. And gets the dish out, and Macy's going to get fouled. So, 5th team foul.
Just 2 on the Lions. That's impressive.
Checking in is Brandon Wolf for Gage Mortimer.
5:16 left in the 4th. Lions with the 7-point lead.
David inbounds. Gets it to Brandon Wolf. Back to Macy. Macy pulls it back down, picks up his dribble, back to Kelly. Kelly back to Macy. Reams in Macy's just in his hip pocket. Macy picks up the dribble, gets it back to, and we're going to call timeout. One thing Reams is just, the defense on Macy
Yeah, the defense is right there.
Wow.
I guess I would like to see them enforce the rule they put in a couple years ago about the hand on the hip. I think that's called hand checking, and he's borderline.
4:54 remaining in the fourth. It's 63-54 Minneapolis. Can we hang on? Can we keep this pace?
Yeah, it's.
Well, I kind of like where we're at because of the fact that you know, we have brought them out of their zone, which is their comfort level. You know,
there are 2 fouls.
And the way that we have been running our man offense, you know, we're going to be able to run some time here if we take care of the basketball.
There are 2 fouls from putting us in the free throw.
And you know, and potentially score out of it as well. So we're in the driver's seat if we take care of the basketball.
David Johns with the basketball. Gets it back to Rothenberger, back to Brandon Wolf. And they're going to tip it away, and that's going to be off of Beloit. Stay with Minneapolis. Dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, that was a good play by Beloit. We had John coming to the block, and they were able to get a hand on it.
Brandon shuffled his feet before he dribbled, they say.
Well, I think he was so shocked to see that much daylight underneath the rim.
Yeah, he was, wow, I'm wide open, and what am I going to do?
Vetter with the basketball for Beloit.
Yeah. Big defensive possession here for us.
Hesting down to Budke. Budke in the paint. No good, and kept alive, but kept alive, and on the floor, still comes away with is Kelly. Back to David Johns, up, and it's good. Nice job, David Johns. Great hustle. All started down here. A ton of hustle down there for the Lions, and David Johns with a big bucket there.
Yep. 3 fouls and a grab of the ball later, and we're scoring.
Shot is up, and it's good by David. Foul was on Jackson, his third. 66-54.
Our biggest lead.
Vetter with the basketball. Gets it back to Hesting. Hesting back to Reams, and he walks with it. Minneapolis basketball after the turnover here. Gets it into Brandon Wolf. Gets it to Macy. Macy to David Johns, and we're going to call timeout. So
that was a good timeout, but we coach got a little nervous there about the 10-second count. So good timeout, even though I think we just about had her ready to get across.
Probably had another second or two, but it was.
But as a coach, you get a little nervous at that point. And right now, we need to maintain possession of the basketball at all costs. Because if we can run another minute or so off this clock, I really like our chances.
Yeah, 66-54, but we still got 4 minutes left in this ball game, and it is such a fast-paced ball game. Beloit up and down the floor very fast, very quick. So you know that they're gonna be moving.
But at the same time, like I said, I like where we're at because I don't think they're really comfortable playing man, and I think we're very comfortable
in a man.
In our man offense. And like I said before, this year, the offense we're running right now is a great offense to run time and score. It's just an offense that really lends itself to that. We're going to run time if we can, and if an opportunity for an easy one opens up, we're going to go score.
We did a much better job early in the game against their zone than we have all year.
Yes, we did.
Inbounds is Rothenberger back to Wolf. Wolf crosses the timeline. Gets it to Kelly. Kelly, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds off of Beloit. It'll be Minneapolis basketball. Kelly had a cutter, but they quickly got a hand in the passing lane.
Yeah, good recovery again by Beloit. That's 2 in a row now that we've almost been there, and they've been able to get a hand on it.
Brandon Wolf, they are hand checking something fierce. Wolf comes away with it. Back to Macy. Wow, they are hand checking something fierce. Tipped out of bounds off of Beloit, Minneapolis basketball. And you're right, they are not. They're letting them go too.
They are hand checking galore at the moment. And that was a definite point of emphasis about 2 years ago that that is one of those that is a foul.
They get it to Kelly. Kelly back to Rothenberger, back to David Johns. Back to Macy in the paint. Shot is up and can't get it to fall. And big rebound by Remus.
Yep, that was a big one right there. Josh could have got that one down.
Jackson with the ball. Back out to Vetter for three. It's up and it's
stuck.
Don't do that.
Let's leave it up there and let the time expire.
Yeah. Minneapolis basketball.
Save your energy.
So
3:05 remaining.
Inbounds goes to Macy. Macy crosses the timeline into Mortimer. Mortimer backs it away. Back to Macy. Back to Rothenberger. Back to Mortimer. 2:55 left to go in the ball game. Gets it to Kelly. Kelly. And he's going to get fouled by Budke, I believe. Or is that Jackson? Jackson. Fourth on foul. And Kelly will go to the line to shoot two, or was it on the
floor? One and one.
Floor, 1-1.
If he'd have gone up at the right time, that would have drawn the shooting foul. Kind of hesitated. 2:49 remaining in the fourth.
Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Budke back the other direction. Beloit gets a new player in. I'll tell you who that is in just a second. Shot is missed by Beloit. Kelly back the other direction and gets the layup. Nice job by Minneapolis and John Kelly. Oh, Gage Mortimer gets the steal.
A one-man wrecking crew.
Oh, nice job by Gage Mortimer, just playing phenomenal tonight and just comes up with a huge steal. That's the leaping ability of Gage Mortimer, pure and simple right there.
Chance to make it a 16-point lead.
Shot is up, and it's good as he makes that one. Got another one coming.
Well, Gage was kind of quiet the last couple ball games, but not tonight.
No. Gage's second shot is up, and it's good as he makes them both. Nice job, Gage Mortimer, 70-54, 2:26 left to go in the ball game. And a block by Gage. Gage is doing it on both sides of the floor. Nice job by Gage Mortimer.
To phrase Mr. Leach, a one-man wrecking crew. Totally dominating performance by Gage at this point.
Heston gets it in to.
No,
he wasn't crossed.
They can do that.
Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Mortimer. Back to Johns. Back to Macy. Macy into Kelly in the paint, and it's no good, but it was great work by Kelly in the paint. Macy drew that perfectly. 2:07 left to go. Kelly will go to the line to shoot two. Foul, I'm not sure who it's on. 23. It's on 23 Colson Reams.
9th team foul on the Trojans. 2 for Minneapolis.
Shot is up, and it's good. Kelly makes the first one. 71-54. Second one is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Budke. Back to Vetter. Vetter back the other direction. Three-point shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Kelly. The guy just came in, Mortimer. 33 is Taylor Travis, I believe, for Beloit.
Double bonus time.
He must be a three-point specialist, but he's missed 2. So he's a sophomore, if I've got him right. So Mortimer at the line to shoot 2 is wearing the double bonus. Shot is up, and he makes the first one.
19 for Gage.
These are lifetime statistics for Gage Mortimer. Lifetime highs.
Second one is up and no good, but he gets his own rebound. I wish we were keeping. Are you keeping track of rebounds tonight?
Yes, I am.
So he's definitely has a double-double.
He has 10.
And David Johns with the layup. Great job by Macy to hit David Johns.
20 points.
20-point lead, 74-54. Reams' three-point shot is up and good as he makes that one. Macy. Back to Wolf. Wolf crosses the timeline. Gets it back to Macy. 1:19 left to go in this ball game. Back to Mortimer, back to Macy.
I think if Mike Perry was here, he'd be saying go start the bus.
Macy drives into Kelly, and we can't hold on to it. Back the other direction. 1:05 left to go. Vetter gets it back out to Reams for three, and he makes another one. So nice job by Reams. Hits two big threes. 53 seconds left. 74-60 though. Hesting with his second.
Well, I'm not resting easy until that baby's reading
I'm
zero.
Not either. I'm not either.
Too much ability to hit threes.
Shot is up and good by Macy. Hits the first one. He's got another
23
one
for
coming.
Josh.
Josh's second one is up, and it is good as he makes them both. Nice job, Josh Macy. Vetter will bring it down for Beloit. Reams takes the three. No good. Rebounded by David Johns. Great defense by Mortimer. Mortimer crosses the timeline. Back to David Johns. Back down low to Macy.
Get out of there.
Yep, nice job. Back to David Johns. Back to Brandon Wolf. 30 seconds left. Brandon Wolf, great job by the Lions tonight. Brandon picks up his dribble, gets it back to Mortimer. And Mortimer's got the ball back to Brandon Wolf, back to David Johns, back to Josh Macy with 15 seconds. I'll tell you, hats off to this team. What a ball game tonight. Macy gets it to Mortimer.
You gotta do something with it, guys.
And there's gonna be a tie-up. It'll be Beloit basketball, but hats off to what a second half performance by the Lions. Really, their only hiccup was the second quarter. And it wasn't even a huge hiccup, but great.
Big third quarter, 24 points there, followed up by a...
They can't even get
the bucket at the end.
76 to 60.
Nice
what
job.
A shocker.
Nice job by the Minneapolis Lions tonight as they come away with a big win, 76 to 60, as
18 to 8 in that fourth quarter.
we outscore them in the third quarter by 10 and the fourth quarter by 10 as we come away with a big victory on the road in Beloit tonight. What a ball game, guys.
Outscored them 42 to 22 in the second half.
Wow.
Reviewing by quarters. Big output for the Lions in the first to start out 15 to 10. We were all sitting back. Wow, is this really happening? The reality set back in the second quarter, 28-19 by Beloit to take the 4-point lead. Then we do the shocker in the third, reverse the trend, 24 to 14, and hang on 18 to 8 in the final stanza.
Yeah.
Wow.
What a performance tonight. So happy for these guys. So happy for these young men. It's been a hard week, and just very proud of them. Very happy for them.
Minneapolis goes to 13-5 overall, 7-4 in the league. Beloit falls to 16-3. Their second loss this week, guys. And 9-3 in the league. That probably should pretty much wrap up the league for Sacred Heart with this loss by Beloit tonight. Minneapolis is a solid third in the league.
And a very solid fourth in sub-state.
Yes. Very solid all the way through.
Yeah.
I can't. Couple things here. This breaks a 7-game losing streak by the Lions to Beloit. This is our first win over Beloit since the sub-state championship game in 2011.
Wow.
And this is our first win over Beloit here in Beloit since the sub-state championship game in 2010. So it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Since the guys have beaten Beloit, and to do it by convincing fashion here in the 16-point win. I don't have the records with me to figure out, tell you right off the top. Last time we beat Beloit by 16 points, but I'll be sure and have that when we play El Saline next Monday.
Well, yeah, what a performance tonight. I just tell you, I'm extremely shocked and extremely happy for these kids. You know, Beloit, we had the lead 15-10 at the end of the first quarter, but Beloit outscored us by 9 to go into halftime. They had a 4-point lead at halftime, but we really came back and answered in the third quarter and the fourth quarter, outscoring them in both those quarters by 10 points in each quarter.
Yeah, as I'm looking through the stats here, a couple things really jump out at me. Not only did we dominate them on the scoreboard in the second half, we also dominated them in the rebounding department, out-rebounding them 17-7 in that second half. And we also enjoyed a nice advantage at the free throw line. We were 9 out of 12 in that second half, and they were only 3 of 3. Finishing the night only 4 of 9 from the free throw line, whereas we were 14 of 19. So just as you said, a dominating performance by our guys tonight in this contest.
Yeah. Hats off to these guys. Great performance, great victory here on the road. I just can't say enough for these kids. I'm excited for them. A great group of boys out here, and they come away with the victory tonight. Stats-wise, Coach.
All right, stats-wise, the Lions were led in scoring tonight by Josh Macy with a game-high 24, followed by the one-man wrecking crew tonight, Gage Mortimer with 19. John Kelly finished the game with 10. Gavin Rothenberger had 8. David John 7, and Brandon with 6. Leading scorer for Beloit, Colson Reams with 19. Hunter Butke had 11. Bailey Vetter finished the game RJ Jackson had 12. Bailey Vetter had finished the game with 10. Luke Hessing with 6, and Brady Butke with 2. In that rebounding department, again, Kelly and Mortimer were just beasts on the inside, each finishing with 10 rebounds apiece.
So double-double for
double-double.
both.
Double-double. Well, yeah, double-double for both. And add in just another, in my opinion, a dominating performance by Josh Macy. Handling the basketball and great ability to score in the lane as well as dish. He was, 7 out of 8 from the free throw line, so a really strong performance from Josh as well. So really, 2 double-doubles and a really strong performance there. I don't know how many assists Josh had, but it was a bunch.
It was a bunch. He may have had a double-double as well.
So, just a really strong performance by the guys. And I'm going to echo what I said there in the fourth quarter. I think when we got that lead and forced them to go man, we got them really out of their comfort zone because we really took care of their man defense as hard as they were playing and as aggressive they were, even in our opinion, probably getting away with a few hand checks. The guys just really took it to them when they went to that man defense in that fourth quarter.
Well, and as we talked in the start of the fourth quarter, we play well into a man defense.
Yes, we do.
But the fact that we played well in a zone defense tonight was huge for us.
Yes.
Because I kind of felt after the Belleville game, if a team wants to beat us, they play a zone.
Right.
But we handled it very well tonight.
Yeah. I just think, a whole different level of intensity, want to get after it tonight than we saw Tuesday night. Not the guys didn't play hard at Republic County, but, it was just a totally different atmosphere. And you guys all know, I've been around here long enough to realize this. This is a huge rivalry, and the guys really, get up for this contest. And, you know, it's just a different. It was just a different level of play tonight.
Yeah.
Than what we saw Tuesday night.
Yeah. Good to see Mike and Nancy Weedle here. I'm sorry, guys. Just haven't seen them for a long time, and they were here tonight. Great to see them travel all the way to Beloit to see us see a ball game tonight. But Gage's performance tonight was phenomenal. He did an awesome job. The defense at the very end of the ball game, guys, I don't know if you noticed or not, one thing that sticks out in my head, we had a good lead, maybe a 10-point lead. Coach called the team back. Gage didn't see it. Gage jumped up, got a steal, took it in, and got fouled and made the bucket.
Yeah, that was phenomenal.
Phenomenal. And it was a pure jumping ability by Gage. Gage, we've talked about Gage and Gavin's jumping ability. They can both jump out of the gym. For their height size, they both did a great job. Gage, a great performance.
Yeah, like I said, he's been just a little bit quiet. You know, the last couple games has not really had a really breakout performance, but he definitely had one tonight. This is the Gage Mortimer that I recognized from a long time ago of just being a very quality athlete.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's not only got the jumping ability and the quickness, but really understands the game and just makes a lot of just really heady plays.
And before Coach Hutchins gets here, another point of significance. This is our second win of the season over a top 5 opponent. That's wow.
Yeah,
Here, Coach.
Well, we'll wait and let you get your headset on, Coach. I'll tell you, buddy, what a game tonight. We talked about the fact that we had the only hiccup I saw in the entire was the second quarter where we kind of let them back in, but then we finished. Hats off to coming out in the second half. We talked about one of the things that I had mentioned and the coach had mentioned really played into our advantage at the end is when they went to a man. But leading up to that is how well we played against a zone, which was very impressive tonight.
Yeah, they're an aggressive defense. They like to make things happen quickly. That they want to get quick steals. They want to get quick transition buckets off of that. And so what we really talked about was not stalling by any means, not slowing down the ball, but making them work on defense. Don't throw up a quick shot. Don't throw an errant pass that leads them to get the ball right back. Make them get down in a stance and guard you, attack the basket, and make them work for it a little bit there. And the boys did a great job of that.
Absolutely.
I was really impressed, throughout the game with what you just said. Our patience when we needed to be patient, but there were also opportunities where we could get out and run. And the guys, to me, just did a nice job of recognizing, when we really had a good advantage and really did attack, the basket in transition. And then if that wasn't there, recognize that and did make them play an awful lot of defense.
Yeah, we've got a lot of seniors on this team, and as the season has come along, we've had a lot of great senior leadership. Those guys are kind of coming into their own, and they're making some good decisions and being aggressive and playing good ball. And when you've got a few guys making the right decisions, it's contagious. Everyone else sees what's happening, sees how it's working, and they feed off of it. Well,
and a lot of those came from where we had some great passes down low. Numerous times David Johns had some really good passes. Josh Macy always has them, but Gage had some big play tonight. Just the whole team, I felt like I'm in awe. I'm kind of still in shock mode.
Well, Dale Leach kind of put the moniker on Gage tonight as a one-man wrecking crew, but very dominating performance by Gage tonight.
Yeah, he's a pest. He's a pest.
At one point in the fourth quarter, you had called your defense back after a bucket. You called your defense back. Gage didn't see it, and Gage jumps up and gets a steal, and then takes it in and makes the bucket and gets fouled. And I thought, how ironic is that? Because of the fact, and I'm sure he would have gone back had he seen you. He didn't see it. But it was just like, oh my gosh.
And like I said, that's senior leadership. That's instinct taking over. I can call all the plays I want to call, but to an extent, the boys, they've got to go out there and they've got to play ball. They've got to make the plays happen. And the seniors are starting to do a really good. All of them are starting to do a really good job of that. They understand, what's smart basketball and what's not smart. You know, where I can take a gamble and my teammates still have my back. And so, yeah, I think just about every time they got a rebound or we scored, I just started screaming, "Get back!" Because, you know, they thrive in transition. You know, we've seen that both games. Any chance they get, they capitalize on. And so, yeah, I was screaming that pretty often. But, yeah, Gage got a steal right there. And there's a couple times where he just kind of hang back and they would step over the line on the inbounds play just because they do want to play fast. And so Gage just kind of played a couple games with them, and it paid off.
And I like the glue. I like the glue that these kids are coming together as. I'm proud of these kids for the week they've had, just for the glue that they're coming together on. I'm proud of these kids. What a gutsy performance by these guys tonight.
Yeah, it was, you know, tough circumstances this week. We take a loss on Tuesday that we weren't very happy about, and then anytime you have the news that we had off the court, you know, it's tough for anybody, let alone a team. And so, you know, coming into tonight, I was just hoping that we'd compete, you know, just come out with some good energy and, you know, bust our tails. And, you know, win or loss, we'd still be happy with that. That's all I was really looking for is, you know, bounce back morale-wise. I mean, that's a good team. And so if you play your heart out and you still lose, you can live with that. But, you know, the boys did that and then some tonight. So
that's what we talked about, right? You know, I talked about at the end of the game there, and my closing comments is I just, you know, the intensity level was a whole, you know, ratcheted up about 3 levels from what we saw, you know, Tuesday night. Not that the guys did not play hard Tuesday night, but there was just a different buzz in the gym tonight. And like I said, the guys responded very well to that and just actually played a really, really great game, just dominating in basically every facet of the game.
Yeah, you know, with the news we had, the practice was dead, and understandably so, yesterday. And so as a coach, there's only so much you can do. You kind of hold your breath a little bit there, hoping tonight that, you know, they're ready to come play and that their minds are in it. And even if they're not, you know, you understand, but their minds were where they needed to be. And I'm very, very proud of the fortitude and the character of these boys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we talked about that on the way up. You know, sometimes, you know, cases like that actually inspire, you know, people to, you know, to play to new heights. And so I hope that the guys actually did that because it sure showed on the floor.
Well, Coach, we will let you get to your team, but I just want to tell you congrats. This is an awesome victory tonight. Nice job to come up here to Beloit and get a victory.
Yeah, congratulations. What a sweet win.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach. So Minneapolis comes away with just an awesome victory tonight here on the road against the Beloit Trojans by a score of 76-60. What a
younger brother here?
No? Okay. So yeah, so but what a great victory tonight. So here. So well, guys, nice performance by the Lions tonight. Great victory here on the road. I'm not going to be with you on Monday night. But I think, is Mike going to be with you guys?
I'm pretty sure Mike is,
so,
unless he bails on us or something.
So good luck on Monday night as you guys travel to El Saline, Brookville, Kansas, to take on the El Saline Cardinals. Now, they have a different coach now, don't they?
I'm not sure, do they?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, because he is a principal or superintendent. He's a principal.
Doug Wilson had been their coach for several years, and he moved on to a principalship.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I was thinking that was the case.
And then Tuesday night will be our last regular season home game, finishing out the league season hosting Russell.
And the Minneapolis dance team will be dancing that night, so come out and enjoy that as well. So
And hopefully a week from now, we'll have 2 different hostings of sub-state first-round games.
Yeah. So just a shout-out to just to those folks listening at home. We greatly appreciate you spending some time with us tonight. We appreciate you. Love you, and God bless from Beloit, Kansas. For myself, Scott Oshman.
Dale Henderson.
And Dale Leach. Good night, folks.